What's up guys? Welcome back to our YouTube channel.
Welcome back to another video.
Today, if you can tell by the title, we are going to be filming a asking my boyfriend juicy questions. That I think the original title is asking boyfriend juicy questions that girls are too afraid to ask. But I'm not afraid to ask them, and I was able to gather some questions online that apparently girls are too afraid to ask, and he's gonna answer them.
Yes, there are questions that girls are too afraid to ask. But she's not afraid to ask me anything.
No, that's why I had to gather questions from online. Number 1 is, do guys talk about their crush with family?
Yes.
And or parents?
Yes. When we were in the crush stage, I talked about you a lot.
With your parents?
Yes.
What did you say?
What did I say? So I think I was talking about, since we still live in different parts of town-ish, I was probably talking about how you were so awesome and how you were so perfect, but I was really bummed out that you live all the way over there, and it wasn't as simple as driving 5 minutes to your house. It was more like 20 minutes, which now isn't a big deal, but back then, for whatever reason, it was.
Yeah, because when you don't know someone very well yet, do you really want to put in that effort?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we had to get to know each other first before we decided that we wanted to be together, because you want to know that that person is worth putting in the extra effort if you don't live close by.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we were in high school, we were freshmen in high school when we first started talking, and when you don't go to the same high school, it's actually a lot more effort for two high schoolers to try to keep in touch when they don't go to the same school.
Mm-hmm. And although FaceTimes and texting, that's obviously primary and critical, it's also primary and critical to actually meet outside of school and not just do homework.
And once again, it's effort.
Mm-hmm.
We weren't as spontaneous as you would like to be in a relationship. Like, it took us a while to get to the point where it'd be like randomly like, hey, do you want to go get lunch or something like that?
Yeah.
In fact, early in our relationship, it was really hard to put in that time. There were times where we wouldn't see each other for a couple months, and it would just be exchanging texts and FaceTime calls. And even with texts, sometimes I would take forever to reply, because my priorities were kind of all out of whack.
Well, no, you had band season.
I had band season, but I didn't know like how to balance yet my relationship, who didn't go to the same school as me, so that made it hard. I didn't know how to balance that type of relationship that was much different compared to other relationships. And band, which was taking all my time. So it would take me to the next day to respond to him, and it wasn't because I wasn't interested in him, it was because I didn't know how to balance that. And then
because you were busy.
Well, yeah, but then the marching season after that, I had made the decision that I wanted to prioritize my relationship, and I was able to keep in touch with you throughout marching season and ensure that I was responding, ensure that we were FaceTiming, making sure that we had time together in person, and it was always possible. I just needed to learn how to do it, and we needed to get closer for me to be able to have that motivation to put in that extra effort to see him. Do you care, or do guys care when girls talk about periods?
I don't care.
You don't care.
I don't know if there are some guys out there that do care, and they're like, oh, that's gross, and there's some guys that don't care. I'm in the part of the mix that don't care, because...
Now, do you think there's like a certain closeness you have to build with a girl before you're like comfortable?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I think so. Your opinion could be based on what your intentions are. If your intentions are to just for fun and this isn't gonna last, then it's possible that you won't take every little detail seriously, because in the end it's just another wee fun time. But if you're serious, like Serena and I, and we're not dating just to date, and we're dating to see how far we would go, then you do have to consider those things. Now, even before relationships, I've never cared about hearing about that. It's just a process of life.
I also have like really terrible, for the females out there, and if you're a guy, you can skip through this part, but I have terrible cramps during that time of the month for me, and so it would be really, really hard for him to understand what the heck is going on with this girl during that time, because I am in so much pain. I'm in so much pain. But yeah. Do you guys think about intimacy as much as people say that they do?
Yeah, I think so.
You think so?
I think a lot of guys talk about that, but they're never gonna get to that point because in order to get to that point, you have to have emotional intimacy.
But do they go throughout, like, do they think about it multiple times a day? Like, do you think that's common for guys to think about intimacy multiple times a day, even if it's not about a specific girl, just thinking about it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
So.
Have you had that problem? Like, before, even in a relationship, is it just natural to think about that type of thing?
I guess to answer that question, I did think about that for a while, and then I met you, and then I only thought about having emotional and physical intimacy with you, but not in a weird way. Well, no.
We stand just for information purposes. We stand as in no sex before marriage.
Yeah.
That's where our heads are at, and that's where our heads will forever be at. And I'm lucky that I met someone who had the same morals as me. So if there's any questions about that, that answers your question. None of that before until after marriage.
That's just us, yeah.
Yes. Anyways, and we can make more videos on that later if you have any more questions about that specifically. But for now, let's move on to the next question. Do you prefer, or do you think guys in general prefer a girl that gives you more space or is more clingy?
Based on the majority of the guys out there, they probably want a girl that gives them more space because they're busy playing Fortnite or Among Us or whatever games we're playing. I play Minecraft.
And then where do you stand personally?
I'm a little more towards the clingy side because I like it when the girl, in this case you,
clings on you.
Yeah, I like it when you want me, when you need me.
Mm-hmm.
I like to be able to know that you feel safe with me. But at the same time, there's boundaries to that. They can't be too clingy as to, hey, it's been 5 minutes, you haven't texted me, what's going on? Unless you're in a conversation. Like if you're in a texting conversation and...
But like an important conversation.
Yeah. If it's a texting conversation, it's important. Like, hey, we're talking about our future, then it's probably not smart for the guy to ignore him. Well, and the girl to ignore him.
I'm the type of person that likes to know, hey, if you're gonna be gone for like hours after we were just talking, let me know. Let me know, hey, I'm busy, I'll get back to you later. Instead of disappearing for the rest of the day or several hours at a time.
Because that gives the impression that the guy doesn't want to hang out with the girl.
But at the same time, you can't be too text me the second that I text you. So
there's a balance. I say if a guy's busy, then they should say, hey, I'm gonna be busy for a few hours. I'm gonna do this. I'll text you back when I'm done, or I'll talk to you soon, or whatever.
And every now and then, it's true you forget to let someone know that you're going to be busy because you don't realize you're going to be busy. There's just a difference between it being a consistent disappearance and just every now and then you forget.
Yeah.
But consistency is key. Do guys notice changes in texting as much as girls do?
I noticed, yeah.
Do guys in general notice?
Some guys do, some guys don't. Some guys are stupid, some guys are smart. I noticed.
So it's a hit or miss question, apparently.
Well, I notice when you text me with periods and when you use basically abbreviations. I know that's when you're either sad or upset with me, or sad or upset in general, or you're tired or something like that. But when you're sending a billion hearts and everything, then I know you're angry. I think some guys are just gonna be like, oh really? Oh, okay. They're just saying goodnight. If a girlfriend usually spells out goodnight, to a guy, some guys will remember that and then also remember when the girl says just GN and then a period. Some guys will remember that. Some guys will just go like, oh, she's just saying goodnight.
Do guys care if girls shave?
I mean, yeah, I guess.
I was waiting for a question to catch him off guard.
I mean, I've never seen a girl that doesn't shave, but it's your body. You can do what you want with it. But at the end of the day, if a guy is okay with a girl that doesn't shave, that's their deal. You do shave, and I like that, I guess. I've never seen you when you don't shave. I'm being weird, I'm sorry.
You didn't know how to answer that question. We'll move on.
I really didn't. I don't shave.
So your personal preference is you prefer girls to shave, or the girl you're with to shave?
I think so. Yeah.
And you don't know you don't know how other guys feel about that?
I don't.
How do guys feel about girls wearing makeup?
Oh boy. Very hit or miss with different guys. Some guys are like, oh, I want the natural look. And some guys are like, oh, well, no, I want makeup. And then there's people that are...
I think there's some guys out there that really think that we wake up like this. Like, this is just how we look.
I used to think that for the longest time.
Prove his point.
But then I was thinking, oh, wait, makeup has to actually be put on. And then I realized that as long as the person that I'm with is good with and without makeup, I think it's fine.
So I actually don't put on makeup very often around him. Most of the time, I am not wearing makeup.
Mm-hmm.
I think it is very important in a relationship for you to be attracted to each other with and without makeup. If you're a girl in a relationship and your boyfriend has never seen you without makeup, it can be a problem and it may not be a problem at the same time. If the guy only thinks you're attractive with makeup on, you're going to live your life feeling obligated to always wear makeup, even on the days whenever you're just not feeling it. And I mean, putting on makeup is work. Even with me, I don't like care to put on makeup all the time. I usually just do it when I feel like it.
She does it for fun.
Yeah, I don't do it to impress anyone, not even really him. I mean, if we're going on a nice date, then of course I'm gonna put more effort in and put on makeup. But like when we're doing school, I rarely ever put on makeup. I do sometimes when I'm bored, but other than that, it's not something I feel obligated to do, and it's much more relaxing. And you just feel a lot more closer to that person whenever you can just be yourself without feeling the need to always put on makeup. So I think it's important for you to feel comfortable without makeup around your significant other. But everyone has their own preferences on that, and I'm not going to judge. But yeah, I mean, some guys are convinced that we wake up looking like this, so make sure you look out for that. Be careful, because if you plan on getting married to that person, truth is they're eventually going to see you without makeup, and you want to know that they're attracted to you without it as well.
Mm-hmm. I think the same goes for clothes as well. You happen to be dressed really nicely right now, and you look really good. She's wearing this and shorts, but
I don't always dress. I usually just will throw on a hoodie or something and leggings.
Yeah, that goes the same for clothes in that. For girls, it's 100% more comfortable just slip on shorts and a t-shirt. I know that. I'm wearing a t-shirt right now. I am wearing tight shorts though, but that's just me.
This is shorts I got you.
I know. I wore them on purpose.
We have that TikTok gift swap challenge. The shorts that I got him in that video is what he's wearing. So look out for that video if you haven't watched it. I'll put the little thing up here that links to that video. Watch this first and then go watch that video.
Or you can watch either one. We need views.
We're a small channel, okay? We're trying to work ourselves up.
It's important for the girl to feel comfortable and wear comfy clothes with the guy so that they can feel comfortable.
It's funny that you bring that up because the next question is, what do you think is the most attractive piece of clothing on a female?
You're attractive in everything. It doesn't matter what you put on.
But put like me aside, just in general, what is like your favorite piece of clothing that a female wears?
I'm not gonna say a female. I'm gonna say that you wear, because I don't look at other females. There's a nice pair of, I like these shorts that you wear, but I like ones that are cut a little, that are cut at the bottom. The what?
The distressed shorts that have like.
Is that what they're called?
Yeah.
Yes, the distressed shorts. I really like those. There's also a pair. It's more like a relaxed pair, but there's a pair that you bought from Walmart that I like seeing you wear. Sometimes I like it sometimes when you wear these type of shirts where you're sleeveless.
The tube tops.
Yes.
It's just a tube top with a bralette underneath.
I also like the shirts that are like, I don't know how to describe it. They go like here. They go like here for her.
It's the. I
And
forget
like
what that cut is called.
I don't know either. There's a lot of shirts that I like.
Okay, but if you had to choose a favorite piece out of all of those.
Probably honestly when that shows a little more skin, because then if we're cuddling, then I get to, like, I feel like I'm cuddling more of you than...
Up close and personal.
Yes. I'm like that.
Last question. Do guys screenshot conversations with girls and share them with guy friends? And this doesn't just have to be when you're dating. It could just be when you're interested in someone.
I think some people do that. I've sent screenshots of you and I talking maybe to... I don't do it a lot, is my point.
So you have?
I probably have. I don't remember who I've done it to.
Was
maybe
it during an
to
argument?
No. It was probably to my cousin one time who actually got us together. It was probably yeah, it was probably like when you said, "Oh, I love you too," or, "Oh, I remember." No, yeah, maybe, yeah. I had screenshotted when you said yes when I first asked you out, and then I sent it to her. And
Just
she was
on
like,
the cheek of these lips.
"It's fine." And then she said, "I'm proud of you, Cole." I'm like, "Thanks." I found a centipede on that bed last night.
Anyways, I think that concludes this video.
And I had to sleep on the couch because I'm afraid of centipedes. I'm afraid of bugs. But I'm gonna have to get over it. Give me my hat. She looks so cute with glasses. She went from 3.9 GPA to 4.0 in like 2 seconds.
Without further ado, I think this concludes this video. If you liked it, make sure you give it a big thumbs up and smash that red subscribe button down below for more videos like this and more videos not so much like this.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Make sure you follow our couple's Instagram, which will be right here in the middle of the screen. DM us on there, like our photos, comment on our photos, talk to us.
Talk to us. Yeah, talk to me. I need friends. I need more friends.
The goal is to get to, we're very, very not close to this goal yet, but the goal is to get to 100 subscribers, and then when we get to 100 subscribers, we're gonna do a giveaway. Anyways, we love each and every one of you. We hope you're having a fabulous day, and we will see you guys in our next video.
Bye.
Bye.
I gave you my heart.